Hello again, everybody, and thanks for tuning in and welcome back to our second of many segments called Meet Manor, an interesting behind the scenes look at the intricacies of our real estate industry and how the agents are faring these days, what they go through on a daily basis, and we think you'll find it very intriguing uh, because most times you see something, it is the bright side and the shiny side of our industry, but it doesn't give you the nuts and bolts as to what we have to go through to make a living. So, hope you sit back and enjoy this, and always remember to follow us, subscribe, and like us if you want more. And of course, a cheap shot here, but if you're ever interested in anything real estate wise, give us a call at Manor Realty or, of course, with our featured agent here today. Today, I want to introduce you to one of our superstars here at Manor and has been for many years, sales representative Amy Mullins. Amy, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. I
Pleasure.
appreciate it. This is
Pleasure.
exciting.
It is exciting, and Amy, it's fun because as we did last month, it's more than just talking about, oh, I did these many sales and all of the normal business that people see. This is sort of an in-depth as to who the agent is, what you're doing to be successful, and hopefully other people in any kind of sales profession might be able to take a couple of hints
Yeah.
and tips from you and go forward from that. So, anyway, as I said, not only one of our great stars, but I must tell you, Amy, that we're proud to have you because we think you are a very professional and very good brand, a very good person for our brand.
Well, I appreciate that.
Pleasure.
And I'm honored to be a Manorite.
Oh, I'm
Been
glad.
here a long
Yes, a
time, and
Manor,
yeah.
How long has it been approximately?
I think 18 years
Yeah.
at Manor.
Yeah.
I've been in the industry 22,
Uh-huh.
but I believe it's been 18 at
Wonderful.
Manor.
Wow, that's
It
awesome.
says a lot.
Just incredible.
Says a lot. Yeah.
So, I know a lot about you, but the audience doesn't. Um, Let me ask you, how did you get into sales in the first place? And then, of course,
Yeah.
got your license.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Okay, so sales has always I've always wanted to be a real estate agent
Hmm.
since I was a little kid.
Really?
Yeah, always wanted to be a real estate agent.
That's cool.
My parents used to take us open housing on Sundays. We
Yeah.
would get in the car, go look at open houses, not intending to buy anything,
Oh my.
just curious what was going on in the neighborhood. And
Yeah.
yeah, we'd go for drives.
Oh
And
my God, since you were little.
since I was a little kid.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah. I remember drawing floor plans of homes.
Really?
Yeah. I draw floor plans and like, okay, the bedroom's going to be here and the bathroom's
Wow.
going to be here, and just being really fascinated with homes in general and
Wow.
decorating. And my parents do have a background where they were involved in some land development. There's some real estate in their
Yeah.
blood as well.
Okay.
So I probably got a little bit of that gene
That's
too.
neat. That's neat. Now, how about architecture? I mean, you're doing floor plans and
I,
things.
you know,
Did that ever hit you or?
kind of, yeah, a little bit,
Yeah.
but mostly, no, it was really real estate, like going into sales. So,
Wow.
that was kind of like going back to being a kid,
Yeah.
and then uh, touring the homes and being interested in that. And at 18 years old, I bought the real estate course. Okay. And it was like books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was, you ordered by mail. Okay. The real estate
Yeah.
course.
They're
Honest to
huge.
God. Yeah.
Huge books.
Yeah. And I remember my parents saying to me, oh, like I just went ahead and ordered them.
Oh,
Okay. So I always had a job.
Yeah.
I worked at the corner store. I always had my own money.
Right.
And I bought the course, and my parents looked at me, and both of them said, "Who the hell is going to buy a house off an 18-year-old?"
Ah.
and they crushed my
Oh,
dreams.
oh
Like
my
it
God.
was like a
Oh,
reality, like,
yeah.
and I was just like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm gonna do this and that.
Oh,
And my
devastating.
devastating. But you know what? It was good advice.
Mm.
It was good advice because um my parents said, why don't you try and do something else in sales? Earn your stripes, get good at it,
Yeah.
get some credibility, go to school.
Yeah.
They kind of encouraged
Yeah.
education and stuff like that. So anyways, I ended up working for Michael's Flooring,
Oh,
okay, which
right.
is actually right next door
Yeah.
to Manor
Yeah,
here,
it
okay.
is. Yeah.
And I sold floors,
Hmm.
and I did really well selling floors.
Hmm.
I was winning some awards, like
No
little
kidding.
contests with different suppliers, and
Wow.
so I started to, really enjoy doing sales. Then, lo and behold, our past president, Lorraine Clark,
Right.
came into Michael's Flooring as a client, really, and I sold her floors for her house. And this was probably I was probably about 25
Hmm.
around this age. And she says to me, "What the hell are you selling floors for? You should be selling homes."
I love it. Oh,
Okay? So
bingo.
timing, right? Timing.
Yeah.
And by then I was more mature, right? And so hence I got into back to real estate school, got my license, and she took me under her wing,
Wow.
and I worked for Coco Homes. That
Yeah.
was my
Oh, good for
that was
you.
my step into real estate,
That was a good
which,
step.
oh my gosh, like amazing.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was that's how I got into sales.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yep. So,
And Coco Homes was a great
oh
start
my
because
gosh.
they were huge out in the east side of
Huge.
town.
It was
All those
huge.
townhomes off
Yeah.
of Banwell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great.
It was a really lucky opportunity to.
Yeah.
I got on the team, the Coco team, so I was actually with Kimberly Miller
Yeah.
and I were both on that team, and so yeah, that subdivision, it was just like
Tremendous.
business,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It was just
Always,
business.
always
So
busy. Good
yeah,
for
it was
you.
great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So good. But uh, it's in your blood, sales. And
Yeah.
it's not like some of these young fellas will go to sales seminars and they'll teach you to, you know, hit the table and put the pen down
Yeah.
and all this nonsense. It's not about that. You
Right.
can't really teach, you either have it or you don't have it.
It's a people
It
business.
sure is. It
Yeah.
sure is.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
people business
It's all about
for
relationships.
sure.
And as I've said many times, and Terrence, our cameraman here, Terrence will have heard me. If people can't trust you, people
That's
won't buy
right.
or sell with you.
That's right.
It's all about
Absolutely.
trust, right?
Hmm.
And this is why I started the show saying what a great brand representative you
Yeah.
are because people trust you.
Oh, thank you.
You're very honest,
Thank you.
and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's an interesting story. It reminds me of me when I used to go with my dad. He sold air conditioning back in the 60s, and I'd be a little kid going with him on appointments and carrying his briefcase, which was almost as big as I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, it was cool because I heard him and saw him in
Right.
action, and it was fun. It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun, and people trusted him just
Mhm.
like they trust you. So
Mhm.
it's great. So let me turn the page just a little bit.
Sure.
Let's turn to another chapter
Okay.
because I don't know if people know that you're also a very established social worker. You have
Yeah.
your degree in social work too.
Yes,
I
that
want
is
to hear all about this and how did that come about?
okay. So, yes, I'm also a registered social worker and a psychotherapist
Mhm.
since 2012.
Wow.
And I was introduced to, well, let me go back in time here. I had my son, I was 20, I was a baby. Okay. So I was a mom at 20 and I didn't have my degree. And my mom and dad they were, they definitely believed in education.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of a not I guess an expectation, but a good one. I don't resent them for that. It was a good expectation.
Sure.
And so I thought, how am I going to do this? I've got a little one at home. I'm working full time. How the heck am I going to do? Excuse me. And my mom said, that's what I did. She went to teachers college for a year, but to get the degree, she had to work full time and plug away at getting her university degree. So she says to me, just do it a little bit at a time. Plug away at it.
That's great.
Don't rush. Just keep doing it. And I thought in my head, I'm on 40 credits. That's 40 courses. How am I ever gonna finish this?
It's a
right?
lot.
So, anyways, I just kind of plugged away, and I didn't really have I didn't choose a major for a few years, and then I was faced with having to decide, okay, what am I going to go into here?
Yeah.
And I had some experiences in my life. Well, first of all, my son was born with a cleft lip and palate.
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen Operation Smile.
Yeah.
On TV,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see the Operation Smile where the kids have like the little hole right here, and so when he was born, that was a immediate introduction to social workers and John McGivney Center.
Yes.
Bless them.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
And I was kind of introduced to that world, I guess you could say. I didn't know what I was doing as a parent, and they held my hand and got me through that.
Wonderful.
And so that was a warm and fuzzy,
Yeah.
right? Being helped by them.
Oh yeah.
And then my husband who passed, he dealt with some addictions, and so I wanted to understand it. I wanted to understand the human mind and how it works and why people do things that you think are incomprehensible. And so that was another reason why I decided to, okay, this is for me. And so
Wow.
yeah,
Good for you.
So no regrets. I love what I do, and
that's awesome. And today your son is doing great.
Great.
I mean,
yeah,
fantastic.
Thank goodness.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
Absolutely. Just a little sidebar. I love throwing in my little sidebar stories, but John McGivney. Now,
amazing.
I used to work years and years ago. I used to work as a young manager at Chrysler Corporation here in Windsor, and then of course in Toronto and all over. It doesn't matter. But I got to know John McGivney.
Yeah.
Tremendous, tremendous man. Back at even years ago, back in the late 70s, early 80s, he was always so giving of his time and always loved kids. Even back then, it was very evident. Anyway, I remember the first company car that not company car, but the first car that I bought from what we called the back lot, from executives that turn in their vehicles. I bought his car.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, it was a big burgundy New Yorker, Fifth Avenue with all the bells and whistles. It was great. So I pull up and I say, Mr. McGivney,
Well, and that's interesting because so you had an experience with somebody that you really looked up to and found value, and you're kind of like that now too. Always
Really?
giving back.
Thank you.
It's kind of part of you, and
well, that's very kind.
So.
More.
It's true.
No, that's very kind.
It's true.
Thank you, Amy. Well, this is great. So, and by the way, you almost need to psychoanalyze people in this industry, especially the realtors, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We should hire you on as our company psychoanalyst.
Right. Before we hire you, go see Amy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh my God.
You're in trouble.
Let me tell you that, well, I think it's well known, but the truth be told, realtors are complete and utter egomaniacs.
Oh,
okay?
Yes.
It's the truth. So in a good way, I suppose, but
gotta keep it in check.
Yeah,
right?
You gotta, rein it in.
Egomaniacs.
Yeah.
And most are neurodivergent, ADHD. Real excitable.
For sure.
Extroverts. And,
for sure.
Yeah.
I think the reason I'm here as manager is just to rein these people in a bit. That's all. That's all. But Anyway,
It's a trip. We have some fun at meetings.
it really is a trip. So, all right, the next question I have for you is um, influences in your life. Who has had, let's call it, the most influence on your career and your development
Mhm.
as a business person, as a salesperson, and why?
So I mean, that's a business question. So as far as an influence, obviously, my parents are
Yeah.
that's personal.
Yeah.
But business wise, hands down, two women come to mind:
Hmm.
Sue Levinsky and Teresa King.
Oh,
So Sue Levinsky was at Michael's Flooring, Michael's wife. Okay.
oh,
And she was at the front desk. She did all the accounting and when I worked at Michael's Flooring, Sue Levinsky was the classiest damn woman. She'd come in dressed to the nines, hair done, makeup done, high heel shoes on, into the flooring store, right? And classy as hell. And she taught me dress the damn part. She's, if you want to present yourself as a professional, high quality, confident, exceptional,
yeah,
dress the part.
you're here.
And you know what? In business, they've got some wacky studies out there on just women wearing earrings and makeup. They can make more money. That's
Really?
it's sad, but it's true.
They have these
Men,
studies?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Men, it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't equate to sales
hmm.
with men, but
Wow.
with women,
Wow.
it's about 20%.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Because apparently, someone who a woman who presents herself with hair, makeup, and clothing comes across more as competent and professional. That's
Interesting.
the world we live in any case. So, for business wise, why on earth am I going to put myself at a disadvantage?
Yeah. Oh,
Why
I
would I
agree.
do that?
I
Right.
totally
So,
agree with you.
I think it builds confidence.
Mhm.
And so she's a wonderful person. She's a good person, good hearted person. I have a lot of respect for her. So, and at a young age,
Hmm.
that was actually very helpful.
Wow. Good
Yeah.
for
Even
her.
if you don't believe it, you dress the part and
Yeah.
then act the part
Oh,
and then
absolutely.
you gain your confidence, right?
Dress
So
for success.
dress for success, man.
Yeah.
There's something to it.
Absolutely, there is. And I used to be the manager buyer at Freed's.
That's right.
And
you do
at,
every day.
well,
Mr. Dapper.
try.
Yeah.
But we always used to say the same thing: dress for success.
There's
And
something to it.
oh, absolutely. Even yourself. If you
Yes.
put on a really nice suit or a beautiful dress, you feel better
You feel
automatically.
better.
Oh,
You
for
do.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
And, a lot of the time when I'm dressing, I don't do it just for myself. I do it out of respect for my clients.
Absolutely.
When you go to a client's home,
Hmm.
they're inviting you into their home. I want to show respect by being as
Yeah.
dressed up and nice as I can be.
Absolutely.
And I do it for my agents here as well. It's a respect thing.
I completely agree with you, and I think that if anybody does it differently, so be it. Great.
Sure.
But I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
dress the part, be professional.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is respect out of respect
No question.
for people.
No question.
So the other woman
Right.
that had a huge influence on me is Teresa King. I was hired around the Michael's Flooring time to be her branch office administrator at Edward Jones Investments.
Oh, great.
Teresa, she was a brand new financial advisor in Bell River, starting her branch, fresh out of the gate. And I was hired, and she taught me the power of manifestation.
Wow.
And she's the type of woman who, like, she would say, if you believe it, if you can dream it, if you feel it, and then you obviously take the steps to do the work,
Mhm.
you can achieve it.
I love it.
Okay. And as a young woman, young
Oh,
person, that was very influential.
oh, for sure.
And we ended up, I was only there for maybe a year and a half, but we ended up getting the award for customer service, Edward Jones
Wow.
Investments Canada wide.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, Canada wide.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah. So, and the
Oh,
only reason, well, the
awesome.
part of the reason I left her was because I had to go full time into social work school.
Ah,
That was the time limit. I had to go full time at
yeah,
that point.
yeah.
But she was,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
she's been a client of mine.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
for
So you
house.
still see her?
Oh yeah, I sold her home, and I sold her mother-in-law's home, or bought her mother-in-law a house, helped her mother-in-law, but still
Wow.
in
Good stuff.
contact, and she's
Amazing how these women can, well, anyone, but how these two have really influenced you.
big time. Yeah.
Tell us about manifestation. I'm interested. I want to manifest a Ferrari, I think, or something,
Oh,
you know, or a
well,
Lambo
I
or
think
something.
you already know how to manifest,
Yeah.
Rob.
Well, I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got some toys. You've got some toys.
Jeez. Oh boy.
I think manifesting, like some people, it sounds kind of woo-woo. Some people think it's a little bit off, whatever. I believe I'm so convinced that if you, again, have a visualization for what you want to achieve, whatever it is in your life, and you believe in your heart for it to be true. Like, this is something that I want so bad. I know it can happen. And you feel it and you act as if it's already true.
Okay.
Behave in a way like dress for success,
Okay.
right? When Sue told me, like, you want to be that professional, you want to, do well and level up,
Yeah.
even if you don't believe it, start behaving that way, right? So it's all
Similar, right?
very similar. Yeah. Fake it till you make it,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But that core belief in yourself and knowing, why the heck not me? Why somebody
Yeah.
else can
Why
achieve
not?
this? Like,
Sure.
why can't I? And then noticing little things will start happening, like opportunities. You'll see, oh, you know what? That person, just came into my life all of a sudden and mentioned this. And then I following up and saying yes to those opportunities, and things kind of just come together, right? As part of that dream. And yeah, so I've kind of,
That's very cool.
if
And
that makes
you
sense,
still do this, right?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also heard, and maybe you do this too, like storyboards. And I've had friends that have, for example, I know this one woman who wanted to go to Europe really badly.
Yeah.
And so she would post on her, she had a cubicle office and you could post things. It was like something like a cork board on her wall.
Yep.
And she would post pictures of Paris or Rome or whatever all over her office. And she would stare at them all day while she was on the phone working. And sure enough,
Well, it's generating a
boom.
feeling,
Yeah.
right? When
Yeah.
she's looking at what she wants and how awesome it's going to be,
Mhm.
you're thinking about it, putting that
Yeah.
energy out there, and then you start seeing those opportunities.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't that
yeah,
neat?
it's neat.
You know, Bill Gerard, who used to be one of our owners here, who's passed away, and we miss him every day. He used to always say this
Oh,
thing.
really?
He used to always say, "What you can think and believe, you can achieve." He used to say it all the time,
Yeah,
and it's so true.
it is
So
so
true.
true.
Yeah.
And like some people's beliefs are going to be different too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, somebody might think, just getting to Europe is like the end all be all, right? And so if that they can manifest that, it's amazing. And some people it might be, you know what, I want to, I don't know, have a family one day, and
Sure.
picking a partner or something. And like they can be very different types of beliefs, but the energy you put into what you want is
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's great. Well, it's funny how the mind can really make the world of difference.
right.
And of course, and as you know, probably studying for social work, this can relate to your health as well.
Mhm.
I mean, you can motivate yourself mentally to feel better or to get over an illness and to work through some of the
Yeah.
worst illnesses.
And you can think yourself sick too,
Yes, you can.
right?
Yeah,
Even worry.
yeah,
People like have higher rates of like heart issues and stomach
yeah,
digestive
yeah,
issues from worry.
yeah.
So yeah,
Mostly
you're
realtors. Yeah. Realtors have the highest. Us and police officers have the highest rate of all sorts of terrible.
really
Oh yeah.
ulcers.
Oh God. Ulcers, everything. Oh God. You know, I was when I first started in real estate, I was 6'3", thin, black hair, and now look what the hell it's done to me. Bang, bang every day.
Wait a minute.
6'3"?
You had
Hold
black
on.
hair?
You had black hair and you were 6'3"? Wait a minute, what?
This is going to sound a little bit odd, but my question to you is because you're an expert in both fields, real estate, social work. Do you see how they enhance each other? Does one help each other out?
Mhm.
You know what I'm trying to ask
yeah,
you?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, so in social work, you practice your your listening skills.
Okay.
You have to really, really become good at active listening, which as a realtor, well, sometimes that's a little bit hard.
Yes.
Just to shut up, right?
Yes.
But in clinical practice, you're working with a client. It's their hour.
Yeah.
You're there to support, listen
Yeah.
to them, and you find out so much about a person if you just shut up and you let them talk. You can find out so much information, and also provide a place where they feel comfortable telling you, what they need to tell you, and
Yeah.
non-judgmental, very non-judgmental
Yeah.
space.
So are they on the couch? This whole thing
Yeah,
about we have it in our mind, right? They're on the
yeah,
couch
no.
and you're sitting over here with a notepad.
Yeah, no. They've got a footstool in my
Yeah,
office,
okay.
but we don't have the couch. There's
Okay,
nobody laying
all
down
right.
in my office.
Okay.
All right. So, no, no,
All
no,
right,
no,
very
no, no.
good. Very good.
Yeah. So I think if I could take the active listening, like being very skilled at that,
Yeah.
and bringing that into real estate, um, again, you can find out so much about your clients by just listening. And sometimes a home that you think, oh, this is perfect for you, like it's what you would want, isn't what they want.
Yeah.
And so to be able to actually listen, engage, and hear the reasons why they're interested in a certain home or area, or for example, someone says that, you know what, I'm an investor and I want to buy a house as an investment property. And you say, as a realtor, oh, good, let's go get you a house. Let's just go buy them a house and they're going to be an investor and I'm going to make a sale and da da da. Or you find out through talking and listening, they have the desire to be an investor, say, but they're a single mom and they might not have, what if the house, there's problems in the house? How are they going to fix it? Can they afford to do that? Maybe a condo would be better for a person like that, right?
Yeah.
Like finding that, like, okay, you want to do this, but maybe this is a better option for you, just by listening, right? And on the flip side, I would say being a realtor has given me the ability to give sometimes a bit of a push to a person, like a client who's like a first time buyer, let's say, who's nervous as heck, but has done all their homework. They've saved all their money. They've got their pre-approval, but they're really scared. And so we find a house that's really going to work for them and they're scared. And I say, you know what? You got this. You can do it, right? Like, let's go. We got our homework done. I'm going to hold your hand. Let's do this. I bring that into my social work practice too, because sometimes people just need someone to believe in them
Mm,
and say, we've gone through this a
wow.
number of times,
Very
this
interesting.
scenario. Yes, you can do it.
Wow.
You know, I got your back. Let's do this.
Very cool.
So it's kind of like it can go both ways.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can certainly see how you would be so effective at social work, just knowing you through this. That is very interesting. I can see that. Yeah.
It's controversial, I find, with social work, because sometimes people think, you go to a counselor and the counselor's not supposed to tell you their advice or opinion. But then I got clients who come in and say, I'm telling my friends my issues, and they're giving me their opinion. I don't want their opinion. I want your opinion because you're the professional. And so it's like, ooh, okay, well, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to a point in my career where I'm not afraid to actually say, you know what, given with what you've said to me and we've talked about, if I were you, I'd probably go this route. And because some people just need that. They just need that reassurance,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's
a
a
little
wonderful
nudge.
a nudge. Like, yeah. You believe in yourself. Come on.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I can see why one would enhance the other after you told me this. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. So there's another part of Amy Mullins that a lot of people don't know is that she is very philanthropic. You do a lot of charity work, mostly behind the scenes, no big fanfare, but I know that, I know that you enjoy
I get on the fire truck.
Yeah.
Like the lift.
I love that part. Yeah.
It's a little out there,
Hey,
but
why not? Why not? You
it's
and
fun.
Sparky.
It's fun.
You and Sparky sitting in a tree.
That's right.
No, we won't go there. We won't go there with Sparky. He's a cad, that Sparky. Oh, he's a bad boy. Anyway, tell us about all your charity work and not only what you do, but why you're doing it.
Okay. Oh, the why.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this, like, that's a good question. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you do charity work? And a lot of people will say, because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And you give back, of course. But I think if I reflect, when I was, again, the 20-year-old mom,
Yeah.
I had no money. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I was broke. I got a call from the local Express Mart in Emeryville. Okay, it was the owners. They called me up and they said, "Aim, just want to let you know there's a Goodfellow box here for you."
Oh.
Goodfellows. Okay, like a box of food, and like it was a gift, right? Goodfellows.
Wow.
And I was like, oh. At first, it was like, I'm feeling a little weird about this, like. But yeah, I'm broke. So I could really use I could actually use this food for my family. So I went and I picked it up, and it was a humbling experience.
Yeah.
I felt kind of humiliated, if I'm honest, that I needed it.
Yeah. I see that. Yeah.
I felt that. But I was so appreciative. Like, wow.
How did they find out about it?
I don't know. I don't know if it was just the neighborhood, like we all knew each other in the community, right?
Yeah.
So they could have been like had some extras or something and knew, like, my son had a lot of hospital visits and I was going through it with him, when he was a baby. Maybe it was kind of and I had to stay home. Like, I couldn't work when he was born.
Of course.
Because he was in the hospital so much,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
So maybe they had extras and I don't know what the situation was, but it was very humbling, but I was very appreciative. And so that was my first kind of experience with charity.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like, to me, right? And then fast forward, there was a few other times, but the most significant recently was when my son was ill.
Right.
CMHA.
Yeah.
Completely, like,
Amazing.
I can't even talk about it because I'll get emotional
Yeah.
about it.
Amazing.
They,
Kim Willis and the
they
group.
saved his life.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
so that means
We are so
you give
lucky to
back.
have them in this
Yes.
city, are we not?
So lucky.
Oh,
Like,
So who are they?
Canadian Mental Health
Mental Health.
Association. Yeah.
Kim Willis and her team
Yeah.
are stellar. They're
Lifesavers.
stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lifesavers.
They don't get enough accolades either,
I know.
But
And so
anyway, keep going.
So that
I want to
was-
hear about all
yeah.
this, but and again, you reached out to CMHA and they were there for you.
it was like immediate.
Yeah.
Wow. Given my son the extent of his illness, it was immediate.
It's great.
But there's no words.
Yeah.
So when you feel like I'm indebted to them, so I will continue to give to them. And then with Sparkies, it's about kids. Like, how do you not, like, kids at the holidays? Can you imagine waking up at Christmas morning and you got nothing?
No.
Like,
Yeah.
it just breaks my heart,
I know.
So, and those guys, that run the toy drive, they
Yeah.
work their butts off.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
And the firemen are always so generous.
They are, and they work their
pass
butts
the
off.
boot around no matter what
Yep.
the situation.
Yep. So,
and
that's directly impacting families
Yeah.
in our community because the parents are grateful.
Yeah.
The kids get to smile on Christmas morning. Like at Christmas time, you get to do that. It's like
It's
a
a
gift to them.
no-brainer.
It's a
Yeah.
no-brainer, and that makes me feel like awesome.
Yeah.
So
Good for you. And
that's
you're
why I
very
do it.
involved with them, I know.
Yeah.
You once had a bake sale. Did you not do baking for a few years?
I did for probably 5
Wow.
years.
Wow.
Big bake sale.
Oh,
Yeah.
And can you bake? Oh, look, again, I used to be a size 32 waist until this one started baking. Look at me.
Well, that's what happened to me too, is the baking started to kind of like expand my waistline. So it was like, maybe I should just give money.
Yeah.
Like,
You had to take care of that. Yeah.
Like
That
maybe the
money's
baking
better.
is like,
That is too much.
I know.
I like that.
I can still give. I
Yeah.
can still give without baking.
Oh my God. Well, you look great. So
Thank you.
worked. That worked.
Wow.
Oh my God. But yeah, anybody around here knows that if somebody, I shouldn't say this on the podcast, maybe because they'll all be calling me, but if somebody says, Rob, I'm doing a charity for such and such a kid or a kids group, I mean, it's always a yes. I can't say no. And this is going to be a problem now, isn't it, Terrence?
Your toes.
We may
Your
have to cut
toes.
that out.
Vulnerable. He's
We
the
may have to
vulnerable
cut
one.
They're gonna be
cut that
everyone call Rob. Your
Yeah.
phone's gonna start
Cut
ringing.
that out, bro. But anyway, yeah, I can't say no to the children.
So you're in the same position where it's like your heart is like it's overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's just such a good
Well, because
feeling.
we've always had such a
I
privileged
know.
childhood. And to think, and how about the other incredible charity out there, Sleep in Heavenly Peace? Kids are sleeping on the floor in this city.
It's
They have no bed, Terrence.
like hundreds
Yeah.
of children in
3%
Windsor.
of the children in the city of Windsor, County of Essex, do not have a bed.
Right. It's insanity.
Yeah. So again, there's another one that I'm heavily involved with
Yeah.
them as well. And I know you are too. And so is Manor. We're giving, in fact, our Keys of Hope will be giving money to them again this
Fantastic.
year. Yeah.
No, it just makes everyone feel good too,
Yeah.
like to give back. And
Indeed. So,
like, what's the purpose of life?
oh, for sure. It's only money. Give some of it
Yeah,
away. You don't
yeah.
need it all. I told my son
It's good juju.
already. Oh yeah,
It
it
is
is good juju
It is
for
good
sure.
juju.
I like that. But I told Robbie already. I said, be prepared, because when I kick off, I mean, I'm going to spend most of what I've got.
Right.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
So, Dad, what do you
On your
mean?
own, kid.
Dad, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, man. Hey, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Keep them motivated,
Yeah,
right?
I'll leave him my cars.
There you
Leave him my
go.
cars.
That's a sweet gift.
Yeah, indeed. So, and I always, on the charity note, though, still, as probably a lot of people out in La La Land, TV land, know, or maybe don't know, our company has an in-house charity that we started 8 years ago when I became manager here. Can you imagine 8 years already I'm doing this?
Incredible.
I can't imagine. I should be on your couch getting psychoanalyzed. I'll tell you this right now.
Well,
Oh my
for,
God.
for putting up with
Yeah.
the agents.
Yeah.
And
Well, listen, somebody told me this is funny. Somebody said to me about 2 weeks ago, Rob, you used to be part of the asylum. Now you're head of the asylum. What in the hell? What's going on?
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But it's
But the
true.
Knot House, we do good things
Yeah,
there.
yeah, we do.
We do.
We do. And one of those good things is our in-house charity called Keys of Hope, and we all contribute to it. Then the company matches our funds, and at the end of the year, we give to very worthy local
Yeah.
causes. They have
Yeah.
to be local. They don't get government funding. And we've made a big difference over the years. We're going to be hitting about 145,000 this year. Yeah. But the reason I'm asking this and bringing it up is you're on this committee and have been from day one on our Keys of Hope committee. And it takes a lot of work. We form a committee to see who out there in the community is worthy of and in need of these funds. We don't want little individuals or little groups falling through the cracks.
Mhm.
And thank you for your work on this committee, Amy.
My pleasure.
And I know you enjoy it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's again, it's always humbling, and it just feels so good to be able to help in any way.
Yeah.
And to see the smiles on their faces. And yeah.
Yeah. And
That's-
when we have our presentation of the checks, which this year will be on the 13th, isn't it cool when you give them and then they say a few things at our podium here? It's just next door. And isn't it a neat feeling to be able to give and the look on their faces? And then they bring the money back. And this means to them, this means a lot. They look, $1,000 to $5,000 may not mean tons to the big organizations,
Right.
and they all do great work,
Yeah.
United Way,
Mhm.
Canadian Cancer, all that.
Mhm.
But the smaller groups
Oh yeah.
who don't get any
That's
funding,
huge. Yeah.
and you give them $1,000 to $5,000,
Mhm.
it's like it's
It's
life
changing.
changing.
It
Ah,
is. It's
there. How about that
it's
spontaneity?
life-changing.
It is
really
life changing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Very
And it's
cool.
nothing for us to
Yeah.
give.
Yeah.
Like we give a portion,
Yeah.
because we should.
Sure, we should. Absolutely, we should.
Because we should. It's the right thing
Yeah,
to do.
it is. And every agent should do it. And well, in here, I think we're at 100%, I believe, in terms of giving. Now, we're happy to report that Manor will be going into our 40th year. We're in our 40th anniversary year, and we just changed our logos, and everybody's now seeing the 40. But to be in this industry as an independent in this town for 40 years. It's the longevity I can't even explain to people. And this is something that we are going to be doing a lot of talking about. We're going to be doing a lot of different charity events. We've got all of our banners printed and ready, and we're going to be going around town. You're going to see a lot more of us, and I know you're going to be involved with us and celebrating the 40. And while we celebrate, we're going to be giving back again to the community, right? So
Fantastic.
yeah,
Let's
you'll
do
be
it.
part of that.
All
I know
right.
you will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 40 years. Wow. 1986.
Wow.
Incredible.
And it's a Windsor, and that we're a Windsor-based company.
Yeah.
Like we're not a franchise. We are
Right.
Windsorites.
Yeah.
And 40 years.
It's a lot.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. And
But you know what it is to be to have the longevity. Again, it goes back to what
Yeah.
we said a few minutes ago. It's trust.
Yeah.
And as a manager and someone who hires our agents, we don't want just any Tom, Dick, or Sally.
Right.
We want somebody who knows what they're doing, who can present themselves properly and represent our brand properly. I mean, you've got agents out there that are loose cannons. I'm sorry, but they have no training, they have no sales experience. All they want is a paycheck. And
Yeah. It's
look, Amy, talk about this because you've seen it. The young and old alike, a lot of a lot, not a lot. I shouldn't say that because our industry has really come a long way, and I'm proud of it. But some agents are out there for a quick paycheck.
Yeah.
And this bothers me more than anything else in this business. Please talk to me
Well-
about this. You've seen it.
You throw some people under the bus now.
Well, no, we better not do that.
We better not do
Hello,
that.
lawyers.
Yeah. No, I think during the pandemic, a lot of people got their real estate licenses thinking it's about making a quick buck.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
which I guess opportunity knocked for a lot of people,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was based on money.
For sure. You didn't even have to be able to sell. You could
stick
just
a
take
sign on the lawn.
You're an order taker at
Yes.
that point.
Yeah. And well, that's coming back. Well, okay. What I've realized is you have to babysit a lot of agents because they're not trained. They're not in it for the right reasons. They're not trustworthy. I hate to say it, but it's so important. It is your biggest asset you will ever most likely own as a home. And so to be represented by, pick your agent carefully because there's a lot of shady crap out there.
Yeah.
And distrust, like you said, like our company is built on trust.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we've gone through a lot with people that just absolutely should not be licensed.
Yeah.
And no names,
No names. But
but
you're right.
but the stories that are out there are pretty scary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And our business model here has always been to have a boutique type of agency, 50 to 60 agents. We're hovering around 50 right now. I'm looking for a few really good experienced agents, by the way, if anyone's interested in
Come on
coming
over.
over for a great sales. We have great splits and training and everything. But anyway, I digress. We keep it under that because some of the agencies, they're just going to hire everybody for the numbers. They're all about numbers. And as an agency, the more agents you get, the more money comes into the brokerage. But it's not about that.
How can you the oversight too?
Yeah,
like how
I
do
know.
you
I know.
ensure that they're doing their jobs properly?
You can't. They're loose cannons. Yeah. And as you say, the good agents then have to take care always of the bad agents and make sure that the sale goes through. Because if you don't babysit, even though the other guy, it's their reliability or their responsibility, they don't do it.
And it's your deal too.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
What I wanted to bring up now is something that, as an older guy, I'm affected with every day, and I've really had to dig down and learn my stuff. It's how this industry has changed over the last few years. Not just forms and all of the paperwork that we have to go through, but social media, electronics, all of that. How did you adapt to that?
So it was almost forced, I would say, like sink or swim.
Right.
Like I was looking at these listing videos that the 20 somethings were putting out there, and I was like, this is amazing. Some of them were a little silly.
Yeah. True.
But the quality of the content, like the work, right? Their presence was like incredible, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get taken over if I don't if I don't learn how to do this, like sink or swim. So I think technology is definitely something that has changed significantly in our industry. We were never concerned about being actors, being on video.
Yeah.
Like, no, that was just never part of it.
I know.
And now it's like we're having to do scripts and reels and
I had to get my eyes done and tummy tuck and right?
Yeah. It's like, don't zoom in.
What do you
Don't
think?
zoom in.
What do you think of me now?
Right?
Yeah, I know. We never had it. And look, in podcasts, like for example, We never did podcasts. We
No.
never even knew what a podcast was,
But
for
there,
God's sake.
but like we have, Terrence coming in here and saying like, guys, you got to get with the program, and it's like,
Yeah.
he's right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The whole industry has shifted so much in the last very few years. It's not too long ago, Amy. Now, you're probably not old enough to remember this, but we used to have sales books. The MLS would print books with
I
new listings.
remember.
Do you? And they
Yeah.
would come out once a month and they'd be this thick. And there was every listing all over the county that was for sale. And of course, by the time the month was half over, most of this was stale dated.
Yep.
But we didn't have any other way except you'd have to thumb through the book and
And then
maybe
make
it's
a call.
yeah,
and
oh
wait,
yeah.
A half a day to get a call back, and
Run around to 6
whoa.
different companies to get keys. And
Mhm.
a lot of these changes are for the better, I must say.
For efficiency purposes, I'd say.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, cell phones and
Right.
what we can do on cell phones is great. But over the last 20 something years of this happening, and you've been here for 18.
So 22,
So 22
in the business. Yeah.
you've really seen changes.
Yeah. Well, I remember. Well, there was the pager.
Yeah.
Right? We had the pager.
Oh yeah.
But the big step up was the BlackBerry.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh,
to have that, to be able to email from your phone.
amazing.
It was like, oh my gosh, I feel like it can work anywhere. Like
Yeah.
it was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Facebook, when that came, that changed everything. Just everything. But yeah, I think that technology, if you're an agent and you're not comfortable with it, have someone that is comfortable with it, doing it for you,
Well,
or
like
showing.
Terrence Williams.
Right.
We've hired Terrence on as our social media person, and we're glad to have him. And in fact, he's directing this right now, folks, behind the scenes. We joke, but Terrence does have a face for radio, just like I do. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, T.
He's
No,
right.
He's a handsome. No, he's a
He's
handsome.
right.
No.
He's
a
right,
handsome young man.
unfortunately, guys.
Handsome young.
20 years ago.
So
was a
listen,
face-
Aim. I want to ask you too. There was a certain time in your life that you switched to now becoming a mentor to other people and really giving a lot back, and also getting fit and getting healthy.
My
and
midlife crisis.
Tell me about it. Tell me.
My midlife
Tell me about
crisis.
it.
If you know what,
Yeah.
if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Sometimes you have to just laugh it off, right? A couple of years ago, I just got to this weird place where I wasn't really feeling like myself. Just not feeling like myself. I was a little bit moodier, getting a little jaded, if you will.
Okay.
And I thought, what the heck's going on with me? I started getting aches and pains, like arthritis pains in my body. And I put on a significant amount of weight. And despite efforts, I was like the keto woman, I was the Atkins diet woman, I was the Weight Watchers woman. Like,
Yeah.
despite my efforts. So I thought to myself, well, something's got to give, because this just is like, this isn't me.
Yeah.
I need to I've always enjoyed my career. I've always, been able to stay somewhat fit. Like, what's going on? So I thought for work, I would take on, become a mentor. I thought, you know what, this will be really kind of shake things up a bit. Like, I have a lot to give, so I'm gonna going back to giving.
Yeah.
Right, when you are giving and being charitable, it makes you feel better inside. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna find somebody to help.
Getting fit, and that's a good thing. And by the way, you're looking great. Obviously, not only mental but physical. You've really done a transformation here.
Yeah,
You're
50
feeling
pounds.
good, right?
I lost 50 pounds.
50?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
So it was
Good for
it
you.
was a big deal.
That's great.
I feel better. I feel healthier.
Is it attitude? What is it exactly?
To lose 50 pounds?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
obviously caloric and
Oh
everything
my
else,
gosh.
but it's got to be added to you.
Mindset shift
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And it changes in midlife.
Mm.
So what worked in the past, you know, the excess cardio,
Yeah.
you know, that would just cause stress, hormones to go wild. So it doesn't work anymore. So you got to do things a lot differently. But I learned it through my doctor, who she's actually obesity medicine doctor.
Good for her.
And so it was education. I'd totally re-educate myself on nutrition and strength training in midlife.
Yeah.
So it's been, I would say, probably the best thing I've ever done for myself.
Wow, good for you.
So it does
It's awesome.
change your mood.
And it carries on through your business and your relationships and everything.
Yes, everything's going well. So I know there's going to be future bumps in the road, but taking care of your body and your mind is
good for you. Well, I feel the same way. I had to take care of myself, and now I'm, fit as a fiddle.
You're getting buff.
I'm buff. Oh my God!
I know how to compliment.
I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait for my wife to see this. Anyway, all right. And by the way, you and I love the game of golf. I don't want to say goodbye before talking about you are a great, great golfer.
Great? Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, I don't know.
I quite enjoy myself.
You'd be giving me strokes, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, it's a passion.
Yeah.
And if there's something, actually, during my weight loss journey, when I was really stressed out, you get stressed out when you're losing weight. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's fun anymore because you can't go for the cookie.
Yeah.
So honestly, I played a lot of golf.
Good for you.
To keep my spirits up. Yeah. But
That's
it's
fun.
the best.
Isn't it
the
great?
best?
Oh, I love it. I love it. And you meet a lot of great people on the golf course, right? It doesn't hurt. And it clears your mind as a salesperson, as a realtor. You need that break. You need to step away for a little bit. But anyway, Amy, you've been consistently throughout your time at Manor top 5. I mean, this year even higher, and you've been a real asset to our company. Has Manor treated you well? Are we doing things we need to do for our agents? I hope. Good. That's a good sign.
It feels like family.
Good.
It does. We've been through a lot here together, and it's like I feel grounded and secure.
Good.
Here.
I'm glad.
And
That's exactly the feeling we want here. And again, that's our model. That's our business model. And it seems to work. And that's why people are consistently calling you and all of the agents that they've dealt with before back. And now, well, in my case, I'm so old, I'm starting to sell not only their children, but their grandchildren now. Boy, I'm getting long in the tooth, I'll tell you. But anyway, now we've had a bit of an equipment change, by the way. So you'll notice a little bit of a difference in the picture quality, but not to worry. We are whatever it takes to get through this, right? And I want to just say thank you again, Amy. It's really cool that we're able to dive in, and thanks for your transparency and for doing this.
My pleasure.
It takes a lot to be able to open up. And
well, I saw Marco's first podcast with Rob, and I was like so impressed. Like I thought he did a great job. He did a great job, and
thanks.
And so when you asked me to join, I was like, yeah, this is a good thing, and out of respect for you as well.
It's very nice.
Wanted to participate. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Amy. And thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. It's our second segment of Meet Manor. We'll be coming back to you with many more, and especially with our 40th anniversary. You'll see a lot more of us this year all over social media. So for now, I'll say for Amy Mullins, I'm Rob Agnew, Manor Windsor Realty Limited. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.